All right, I think I finally figured this out here, so I'm going to record my desktop. So show you, John, how you can do this here. So basically, you want to go to COSS, which is the URLs right here, coss.io. You can read the white paper, gives you kind of an overall list of everything that they do and all that good stuff, good information here. But you want to go over here to the right, and you're going to go to create an account, which you don't see because I'm logged in. When you create an account, it's very straightforward. Create a username, email address, et cetera, et cetera. So once you get logged in, you'll be back here, and you're going to go to Exchange. And when you go to the Exchange, this will populate every different mix they have in terms of if you want to buy COSS with Ethereum, if you want to buy Civic with Ethereum, if you want to use Bitcoin to buy Civic. Here my what it looks like in terms of the wallets. There's still some user functionality issues, like how that blocks it over, but yeah, there it is, wallet. So your wallet is a digital wallet, just like you have on Coinbase, that stores all of your when this populates here, I'll show you kind of the overview of what the wallet looks like, how to find it. So this is the wallet that I have. Go to dashboard, I'll show you an overview here. So these are the token fee split allocation amounts. So based on the amount of COSS tokens that I have, every week, based on the transactional volume that this exchange does, coupled with the transactional volume of their merchant services, which again, this is 2 weeks old, so you can probably multiply these times 50 or 100 and drop. So these are the tokens. It actually gave me all of these different tokens. It gives you some free Bitcoin, gives you Waves, ARC. You'll be familiar with Litecoin and Ethereum, but some of these like Bancor, Dash, which is a privacy coin, and it doesn't give you a tremendous amount. That's due to twofold. One, I only had like a few $100 worth in here initially, and then two, and primarily the volume of this is really low. It's only doing $1 million a day versus some of the doing like 50 to 100 to $200 million a day. So these will go up hopefully a decent amount based on buying more than what you call it. But what's great is that you get all these free coins. Like it gives you more COSS coins, it gives you Bitcoin. Granted, it only gave me what 1/10, 100,000, 1/10,000 of a Bitcoin, but you get this per week. So if it does the amount of transactional value, I'll get 0.01 Bitcoin per week. That's like $40 a week just in Bitcoin, and this is before I even upped my my value in terms of my investment in COSS. So I really think there's a huge upside on this, and as people get these coins, they're going to trade them more and stuff. So you get all these coins as a added value on top of having a coin that is going to go up in value, in my opinion. So this is the dashboard, and if you go over on the left side here, you're going to go to Wallet, and you're going to go to Ethereum, which is the third one down. You're going to go over here to where it says Deposit. When you click Deposit, you can get, for now, we're just going to go with the address, and you are going to copy the address here, Coinbase account. You log in, you go to Accounts, and I don't have any Ethereum in this account. I keep most of my ERC20 tokens, which are the Ethereum-based platform tokens, in a thing called My Ether Wallet for a bunch of reasons. I'll tell you about that later, but for now, I'll just use Litecoin as an example. Over here, this shows you what you have. Let's pretend this was Ethereum. I would hit Send Ethereum, then I just pop it in here. Boom, that's the address for over here. And I just put in how much I want to send. You can do it in dollars, $50, or you can do it in Litecoin. I want to send, I'm sorry, in value over here. And then down here, you could, if you want to write the note what it's for. This isn't letting me go because it recognizes this is not a Litecoin address, but if this was a actual Ethereum address, I'd hit continue, and that's all it would say. It would say, all right, you've sent your money that way. And then it takes probably 3 or 4 minutes to show up here, but then what would happen is the page here that's your wallet, it would populate and go, you've got this much Ethereum, let's call it 1 Ethereum or whatever, in your wallet. So now you have that based here, so you can use that Ethereum to purchase. So we're going to go back up to Exchange now, and because we have Ethereum to exchange, we're going to pick the pair of cryptocurrency. The best way to think about it when you think about trades is that it's this is new. Is that it's like if you had US dollars and this was like a stock exchange, you wouldn't see all these confusing, like, how do you want to trade? What's the trade pair? But because you can purchase and buy stuff in Bitcoin, you can purchase and buy stuff in Ethereum, stuff like that. That's why all these, even Litecoin, these trade pairs exist. So because we have Ethereum, we want to use Ethereum to buy COSS. So we'll click on that, and that'll populate the trading platform, Ethereum and COSS. COSS stands for one-stop shop, by the way. All right, and then once we populate that, this shows you buying and selling volumes. Buy, you want to sell, so obviously you want to buy. So there's everything is basically split left and right side of the screen. So if you want to buy, you can put in how many you want to buy. Here's the current price that it was last traded at, what your balance is, and how much you can buy. Don't do a market order. That's not good business. So over here, this shows you in lists backwards in terms of in descending value, or sorry, ascending value, what people that are selling COSS are looking to get for it. Like this guy is selling it for, 0.00718 Ethereum. He wants to sell 3. That would be the total with transactional fees, and which is 0.2%. And this is how many COSS you get. So the easy thing to do would just be to click on one of these. It'll pre-populate, and you can put how many you want to buy. I'm not sure if it lets you buy a fractional or whatnot, but that's the easiest way. You just click here. It should pre-populate. Okay, this is how many COSS you're going to get. Here's the total. So if you don't have enough to cover it, you'd have to reduce this number. So, like for instance, if I said I just want to buy 5 COSS, it's going to cost me that much. So I don't have really any Ethereum in here, but you can see that, and I would click buy, and that would just say okay. You'll see a window pop here that says transaction processing, and then if you're buying based on what someone is selling, it'll go through right away, and you can go back to your wallet, and you'll see that COSS appear in your wallet. Under the COSS coins. So you go back to our wallet after we purchase it, and you'd see, okay, now I've got how many available. There's nothing in orders. What this is for is if you're putting like a buy order in for Ethereum, and I'm sorry, if you're buying something using Ethereum, you don't technically have it available. If you're saying, all right, I want to buy a bunch of COSS at, if it hits this price, and you put in a market order, it shows that this money would be available until you cancel that order, because if it gets down to there, this money would be reserved. So this is how many COSS coins I have, a little over 20,000 right now. You can see your history of when you bought them, how much you bought them at. And that's really all you need to do. Once you have COSS coins here, you're set. What it does is it takes a snapshot of how many people have the COSS coin being held in their exchange wallet, and then based on the transactional value and how much they've taken in on these different altcoins, they airdrop you proportional other coins too. So like one of the things that's cool is that it gives you 0.1% of COSS. At the time I had 6,000 COSS, and last week I got 6 extra ones. So like, if this goes up to $5, that's like $30. But I increased my stake a little over threefold. So I'll be getting of the COSS coins. So if that goes up to $5 a coin, that's an extra $100 a week. I do nothing, and it's $100 a week based on that initial investment. And also, if the transactional value goes up, and then these will go up in value, and they'll get more of these, and they'll have a tremendous amount of growth. This is really the initial stages. I mean, I don't expect to ever get 1 Bitcoin for my investment, but I do expect to be able to see like 0.001, so that every 10 weeks, 15 weeks, 20 weeks, a free Bitcoin, which is fucking insane. So yeah, and you get all these coins. So you really get to maximize and amortize that value. Now, granted, you can't really trade as 1/30th of a one coin, or 1/100th of a coin. But as, like I said, the value and the transaction stuff goes up, letting these accumulate, you'll be able to trade them. And some of these coins, are only worth a couple bucks, but some of them, like Bitcoin, I mean, this is worth $4,000 or $5,000. So if I were to get a Bitcoin here at some point, it has a tremendous return on investment. So that's all you need to do. Now I just got to figure out how to stop recording and go from there and send you this.